And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with the show of madness, bringing you good news from the indie world, only known as Under the Radar. And the good news we have for you folks is for you PCA Kid Soldier 4 fans out there, even though we got the title mixed up. Now they've announced that Cleo and Kid Breaker are now officially a part of the demo for this game, and it's with improved graphics for all of you to enjoy. And I, for one, cannot wait after the show is over to actually test out those two characters, because those were the ones I was looking forward to the most. Well, that and the one that can pick up a tank. But that's a story for another day, because speaking of indie games and picking up giant oversized tanks, I think it's time for us to check out some screenshots and whatnots from the Twitterverse from this past weekend and beyond for another edition of the Four Squared Delight. And the first screenshot that we have up comes from the Twitter page of Ben Hickling with their screenshot from the video game X Zodiac KS. And the screenshot that they provided for this week involves you fighting a giant oversized crab or scorpion-like creature while using not only windmills to try to take it out, but also using mega missiles and I do believe a death beam ray, all while the giant scorpion tries to do the same to you. And this game automatically reminds me of, well, definitely Star Fox with a little hint of R-Type in there as well. Except that this is in 3D and I don't think they've ever made a 3D version of R-Type. Or did they? I don't know. Either way, it also reminds me of, and thank you for reminding me, Maestro, of a boss that you would most likely have to fight in Sonic Adventure thanks to Dr. Robotnik. It really does. And here's hoping in the near future for this game, since you have mega missiles and most likely a railgun to take out this giant oversized creature, is that the mega scorpion can also have a death beam of its own out of its stinger to try to take you out with. Yeah, because for some strange reason, the fact that it can lose its pincers and the fact that it can't use its giant oversized scorpion stinger to shoot a beam at you as a last resort, I think it's a missed opportunity, and hopefully they can add it in. And besides giant oversized scorpions that can kill you with death rays, the next game that we have up comes from the Twitter page of Yashabini1980, and hopefully we said that right, with their said game, A Work in Progress. And you know what, folks, since this game doesn't have a name quite yet, I'm gonna entitle it The Attack of the Neighborhood Monsters. The best name we could come up with in short notice, and the reason why we say that, folks, is because a giant oversized robot-like creature decided to attack this neighborhood with an evil death ray that it used to shoot holes in the street. Not only that, but to use its death beam to aim at ambulances, all while trying to kill this one guy for the ambulance to do a cartwheel-like backflip jump and land on all four wheels like what, Maestro? Like a glove! Even though this is in the wild world of stunts, that was a pretty cool stunt, despite it being an explosive accident, or something that happened on purpose thanks to a giant oversized death machine. But either way, this game automatically reminds me of Battlefield Los Angeles with a little hint, and I think a major hint, of War of the Worlds. You know, the one that Tom Cruise was in. Not the original one that was a giant oversized hoax, but the one that Tom Cruise was in. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that they allow you to actually have friends to help you take out these giant oversized beasts, or they have something along the lines of a hacker or an engineer who can actually disable these robots or at least have them on your side to help you out. And according to the Maestro, the name of the game is They Are Coming. Not a bad name. I didn't see it in the bottom left-hand corner because the timer on the side was there. Right. Anyway, the next game that we have up comes from the Twitter page of Anti-Cleric, nice name by the way, with their said game, Cyberpunk. And this game with the screenshot that they provided for this week, which features you in a giant oversized hover ship looking upon the city below with not only a whole bunch of dead lights, but also police lights from the top of the city that somewhat blinds you as you fly into town, which at the same time I still don't understand how he's able to see with that light shining in his eye, only for you to go past a giant holographic advertisement for a pet store. Not bad. And this automatically reminds me of not only the Fifth Element, Back to the Future with that giant holographic shark for Jaws 19, and I could be wrong with that number, but also reminds me a little bit of Blade Runner. Yeah, definitely has some Blade Runner vibes with how this town looks from the top view. And here's hoping in the near future for this game, besides giving you a chance to have your own hover car to ride around this universe at will, they also give you a chance to be what you want in this game. Whether it be law enforcement, rogue, or rebel, that you could possibly do to either improve this town or destroy it at the seams. And I got a feeling you probably can. Who knows? And the next screenshot that we have up, speaking of destroying people at the seams, comes from the Twitter page of Dual Effect Games with their game, Tormented Souls. And the screenshot that we have up for this week for this said game not only sees you in a Dr. Frankenstein-like lab looking at a cadaver hooked up to some form of diode device, but also features you grabbing a nail gun only to fight something straight from out of Hellraiser or Soul Calibur, because I do believe that looks like Voldo from Soul Calibur. And with us already going into that part of the program, this game automatically reminds me of not only Silent Hill, a little hint of Resident Evil with the fact that it does look like the Arclight Mansion, but also a little hint of Soul Calibur, Pick a Number, that features Voldo in it. Yeah, because that creature that comes to attack you really does give me the creeps like Voldo used to, until I learned how to use them. And here's hoping in the near future that they give you something a little bit more helpful to take out this giant creature than a giant oversized nail gun, because he shook off that first nail that hit him and tried to come after you before the camera went black. So yeah, maybe, just maybe, I don't know, a shotgun to take out this creature from hell so it don't, chemo claw you and kill you in that mansion. Yeah, Maestro said, why not an electric gun? Because that's what brought it to life, probably. Electro gun. No electric. Just a shotgun. That's the only thing I know that can kill it. That or a cross. Because it looks like it came from hell. Anyway, folks, besides hellspawn beasts that you have to kill in the game, the last but not least game we have up for this week comes from the Twitter page of Alex Carlson. Nice name, by the way, with their said game, Ollie Oop. And the screenshot that they provided for this week shows our beautiful, very beautiful beagle-like dog ollieing his way up to the top of a roof of a building only to commit property damage by knocking off a giant oversized bone that's on the top of the building. And in the caption right beneath the screenshot itself, it would say, "See that big old bone up there? You can chomp it." Nice. And this automatically reminds me of an onomatopoeia version of Tony Hawk. Or Skate. But more or less Tony Hawk, since you can knock a bone off the top of a building. And here's hoping in the near future, besides getting the option to customize your dog with any object you can find, just like this dog who had a cowboy hat and I do believe a scarf, hopefully you can design your own levels in this game for other people to play online. Yeah, here's hoping that could happen. Because I got a feeling, like we say every single week on here, folks, you independent gamers out there could come up with something extremely cool or extremely dangerous to truly test the mettle of whoever wants to test it. So I want to see it happen. you guys want to go ahead and check out any other cool games from the indie world of the Twitterverse from this past weekend and beyond, you can head on over to the Twitter pages of not only Oliver Snyder's Octo Curio, Playing Indies, Indie Rhymes, Shot_Games, or even under the hashtag of Screenshot Saturday. But if you guys want to take a look at the screenshots that we liked for this week and get an interpretation of it for yourselves, you can head on over to the Screenshot Twitter page that we have, only known as the Double Agent 0012, where Maestro decided to make a screenshot folder entitled 4th of July Screenshots. I really thought you would have had more creativity than that, but with the fireworks messing up your brain like it did me this weekend, good enough. Good enough. And I guess with that said, folks, we might as well head back into this music, and when we return, we'll be back with another bone-breaking edition of the Wild World of Stunts right after this. So don't go away just yet, folks, and stay tuned.